Hello, friends. Again, my name is Reverend Darrell Goodwin, and I serve as the Executive Conference Minister of the Southern New England Conference of the United Church of Christ. I wanted to share an update about how conference staff will be helping to respond alongside you for such a time as this. On our page that you can see scrolling below me right now on the SNEUCC.org Take Action page, there are going to be three things that you should see highlighted from us as conference staff. The first is a list of organizations that we are suggesting and encouraging that you become a partner with. The conference is either partnering with these organizations or we see our missional work as adjacent to many of the great things that they are doing. So on that Take Action page, you'll see a list of organizations we strongly encourage you to follow, to become engaged in, and to recognize the work that they're doing in the community. Some of this is the truth that none of us can do this work alone, and we must have some good partners along the way. So check the websites of those various organizations because they'll have trainings, they may have protest gatherings or rising up actions. They may have resources that you can download that might be immediately usable for you in your context. The second is we will try to find trainings that we can promote on this page, trainings that are either accessible virtually or trainings that are uniquely in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or Connecticut, so that you might be able to drive to an in-person training. So we'll try to find a diversity of trainings that are being offered live in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or Connecticut, or as I said, we will find something that virtually anyone can attend no matter where you are. The last one is we are going to be engaging in what we're going to call an action of the week. So each week, give one action that you might be able to engage within in this fight and striving towards justice. So again, if you go to this SNEUCC Take Action page, you will see a list of organizations that we encourage you to follow and glean information from. We'll try to provide you an update on trainings that are either embodied in our region or that will be accessible to you virtually. And then lastly, we will be inviting you to an action of the week. And some other social media engagements. We're going to be doing something called Take Action Tuesday, where soon you will start to see on the social media accounts of the Southern New England Conference an invitation for on Tuesdays you to post what are ways in which you and or your congregation or your ministry are taking action. So you'll be able to post those events, post that gathering. A few weeks ago, I had an opportunity to gather with Emmanuel Congregational Church, who then had partnered with the ACLU of Connecticut and a host of other organizations and other churches in Connecticut to have a protest right outside of their church. And I actually like to use the language of a rising up as opposed to a protest. But they had this rising up moment. And so I was able to attend that, but they had promoted it. And so you will be able to promote and post the things that your community is doing on Take Action Tuesday. On Sundays, we're going to be sending you a reminder about the Southern New England Conference Action of the Week. So for instance, if you haven't noticed, on the Southern New England Conference page, and as well as many of the social media accounts of clergy in the Southern New England Conference and staff, you will see that we are offering you a profile picture update. A profile picture update that allows you to add a banner about your support of our trans siblings in the Southern New England Conference, but really in the world. And so there's instructions on how you might be able to download that profile and then be able to put it as a part of your image in your social media accounts. So I'll encourage you to be able to do that. That's our Take Action. Again, I just have to keep making the point clear. If we have over almost 600 churches, over 1,000 plus authorized ministers, and over 100,000 members, that we were to rally around these actions of the week, I do believe that there will be formative change. So please go to this SNEUCC Take Action page, go to any of our profiles. You'll see the new profile banner, as well as the ability to get instructions on how to download it. You can even edit it for you. So some of them say this minister. You might be able to say this lay leader. You can also edit it to say this human believes and supports our transgender siblings. So I would encourage you to do that. On Sunday night, we'll sort of recap detailed instructions about the action of the week so that you can amplify it in your local churches, share with your family, friends, and we want to extend our reach. Quick recap again. Southern New England Conference's conference staff will help you with education about organizations who are doing great work we should partner with. Try to offer trainings listed on a site that you can engage in to equip you for such a time as this. And then we will be providing an action of the week. On Take Action Tuesdays, you will be able to post something from your community that is happening that you would like us to jointly take action with. And then the conference will be providing an action of the week that we will also remind you about on Sunday evenings. An email will come out if you've signed up for our listserv so that you can get that information about the action of the week. Please understand, if you miss the action of the week, you don't have to move on to the next one. You can actually go back and do the previous one and then catch yourself up. Unfortunately, we will always need an action of the week. Sometimes the actions of the week might repeat themselves because it is necessary to do it again and again and again. Lastly, I want you to know that the conference will also be thinking through how we might venture into using our Lenten practice to boycott many of these Fortune 500 companies that have divested from DEI. We will not be providing you a prescriptive understanding of which company you should divest from, understanding that varying people might have struggles. For instance, if Walmart is the only place that you can shop in your particular area, the closest grocery store, then we don't choose Walmart. But for most of us, if you're able to divest from places like Target and Amazon and Walmart, and even if you shop at Whole Paycheck and you decide that because it's associated with Amazon, you're going to go find another grocery store that may be more local, we're going to encourage you to do things such as this. My last note, my siblings, we live in New England. And for those of you who live in New England who are listening to this, and sometimes in New England exceptionalism, we see it as our divine right to correct, to critique, to offer feedback, to comment on someone else's justice imperative, because it's not exactly how we would do it. And I just want to encourage you, stop it, and really stop it now. What we need for each other is to support one another. So again, if I like sausage with my beans and rice, but you would prefer a veggie patty instead, baby, eat your veggie patty and let me have my sausage. The fact of the matter is we are walking in this journey together. If you are walking alongside someone, hallelujah, who supports the same justice imperative of you, then get out of their way. And prayerfully, they are not in yours. We need to bind ourselves together. So if you have concern or are unsettled because of something that you are hearing from someone who's actually on your side, then maybe that's the thing that you move on from and then go make your post or do your thing for justice. I keep saying this sentence: unity today, unity tomorrow, unity forever. Let's get about the business of walking together, working together, understanding that none of us are alone. This day, I am sitting with one of the many prayer shawls sent to me by our varying churches. I keep a basket, if you can see it, behind me in my office. Why? Because every now and again, I go pick a different prayer shawl. I wrap myself around it so that I am reminded that I do not do this work alone. I am surrounded by our churches. I'm surrounded by their and your prayers, and I can do it because I realize that I don't have to be the be it end all in me. So for those of you who feel the pressure of needing to be it all, please understand you are a part of a community of folks who are marching to the same drumbeat of justice together, and together might we make a difference. Do me a favor and go to that SNEUCC Take Action page today and find out the ways in which you will join in the struggle. God bless you.